What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Fourth Eye. Look, I just woke up. You can see the wrinkles in my shirt. You can see that I barely got the crust out of my eyes. I just want to hurry up and make this video before it get out of my brain about these experiences that I had this morning. So don't worry about the dustiness. But today, I told you I've been trying to be on this relearning stuff and the dreams and all that stuff. But today I was just having these out of bodies, but I was with these people. The first time, the first one, I said these people, but it was only like two people. It was like a girl and a dude, and I don't know who they was. But the weird thing is that when I was in it, I knew who they were, but when I woke up, I was like, who the hell was that? Like, but when I was in it, I was sure I knew who these people were. The first experience was it was the guy was there and the girl. I remember the guy. I was showing him something about like, cause we was going down the street, and I was like, pretty much whatever you can think of. I'm like telling him like this, like whatever you can think of, if you can think it, it will be. So I like got these two sticks and I put them on the ground, and I was stepping on the sticks. I said, in your mind, this look like what the hell is this? Like two sticks. Like I'm sitting here just teaching him this, and he just sitting there really listening. And I'm like, I said, I'm gonna make these sticks move like skis, like down the street. I said I'm gonna float with them, like just across the ground. And he like, okay. And so I started going. I said, but I'm gonna imagine water. I said, I don't know why I was doing this, but I was just telling him this, like I'm imagining water, and I'm like, and water is what's gonna accelerate me. And I'm sitting there and I'm letting it go, and I'm like, and he's following me, kind of like floating, like he's somebody in there out of body. And I'm like we're going down the street, and I'm turning, and I hit in the corners. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was fun as hell. But I'm like, and I turn, and next you know, I'm we had a house. We stopped because he stopped. We had a house, and I had to hit a turn real quick, and I went back and I started talking to him. Then we switched. No, we didn't switch. We was we was in that house, and then this is where the girl came in. Supposedly he was in the out of body and she was in the out of body. I don't know who these people is. I don't even know if this is true. I'm just telling you what I experienced. But she was like, "Can you take me? Can you take us somewhere?" She wanted to see something in writing and something like that. And I was like, "No." I said, you could take us there, but I'll help you. Like I will help you, but you can take us there. You have to, cause you know where you want to go. I don't know where you want to go. And she was like, "Okay." And I grabbed her, I grabbed her arm, and I was like, "Think of it." And I think the dude was holding her other arm, and I was like, "Think of where you want to go." I said, "But if this is your first time coming out, you need to make it quick so you can remember." And I was like, when we shifted, it was like shifted into the other reality. I mean, the other place or wherever she wanted to go. She was like, "Oh my God, this is exactly where I wanted to go," but it looked like a military. Like, I ain't gonna say that. That's it probably, but it looked like a base. Let's just say that it looked like a base. She was like, "This is where I want to go. This is where I could find the roof." And I'm looking at her and the dude, and I could see like a light, like the light coming around their body, like like how you would look in the outer body. And I was like, "Hey, dim it down, like, like, relax," because it's like I could see the excitement. Oh, you about to wake up. But then I was telling them when we went across this deal, I was like, "Hey, look, you gonna have to." I said, "Don't get too excited. You might wake up, and don't be in it too long." I was like, "But I gotta go," and I don't know where I had to go, but I had to go, and I was like, "I gotta go," and then I was thinking to myself like you try do y'all want to go back or do y'all want to stay here? I know you said you have to see some things, and I don't know if you seen what you needed to see. They was like, "Oh no, we'll stay," but I'm like, "Don't stay too long, you're gonna forget." And I just went, but it kind of made me sad a little bit because I was kicking it with them and stuff, but end up eventually kicking it back, like getting back with them. But this time we was underwater. We was underwater, and I'm sitting there and I'm seeing the dude. He's swimming off, and I'm trying to, and I keep putting my hand up like this towards him. I'm putting my hand up towards him, and I'm trying to talk to him, but we underwater, so it's like I'm sitting there like putting my hand up, and I'm trying to tell him how to communicate, and I'm like, you gotta focus, like mentally. Look at like you see my hand where my hand is at. Like I don't even know if I knew what the hell I was talking about. But I'm telling him like focus so that we can communicate. Like it's in the mind. We swimming in this water for a cool minute, just doing random stuff. Just and then when I got out the water, we sitting there, me, the him, and the girl, and we having a conversation. And he was like, what was you doing when you was putting your hand up like that? I said I was trying to tell you how to communicate, cause you wasn't talking, like you wasn't speaking. It's like you was like cut off or something. And I was like, you have to communicate. You gotta focus. You gotta look at the person. And I said you could get too excited and all this stuff. And he was like, you notice that every time we somewhere, you like trying. No, the girl said, you like a teacher or something. She said, because every time we doing something, you teaching us how to do something else. Are you teaching us how to do this and you teaching us how to do that? And I was like, dang, I didn't even realize that. I said, I keep trying to tell y'all how to, you know what? I'm going to just let y'all do what y'all do. And I had let them see, I had took them into what seemed like one of my lives and let them watch it with me. And we was watching it, and I remember the dude was like, the dude said, man, your stepmother in this life was a piece of shit. And I was like, in my head, like, yeah, she was. Like, she was pretty terrible. Like, that life, like, but I also seemed like I was a dog, too. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like in that life that we was looking at, we like it's like we was in the life, but we wasn't seen by nobody. We was just standing there. And for all I know, these my guys just playing with me or something. These maybe my spirit guys playing a game with me. Like let's act like a projector, and we just go kick it with them so he can get comfortable with this shit. But I'm letting we watching the lives. It's like yeah, she was a piece of shit. Like she used to treat you bad. Like and I was like yeah, she did used to treat me bad. Like because I remembered it. I remembered the life. I remembered everything. I remembered who I dated. I remember who my brother, my sister, my mother, my real mother. Uh, but the crazy part, like even in a lot of these lives, I know I just said the crazy part, but the crazy part is in a lot of these lives that I would see, my mother now would be my mother in these lives, but it'd be different scenarios. Like I got one of my sisters, and one of the lives that I seen, she was like my twin sister, and we didn't have no siblings. I have three sisters and one brother in physical reality, but in that life I had just my sister. It was just me and my sister. We was twins, and my mother was like some businesswoman. And this wasn't the life that we was looking at though. We was looking at a different life. But I seen my other sister and my brother. I didn't see no the rest. But we had a stepmother, and she was a piece of shit. And yeah, it was bad. My real mama was in the outer body too, but she wasn't like in the outer body like how I'm in. Like she was a part of this life that I was living, but she wasn't doing too good. Like she was like it was she wasn't doing too good. I still gotta process that a little bit too, cause I'm like damn, that's the first time I seen my mama in a life of mine where she wasn't like where she was doing kind of bad. Like she wasn't doing like real terrible, but she was doing kind of bad. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know who them people was in that Alabama, but we sat and we talked about going. We was swimming under what looked like the ocean, but it was like a city in there. Like, and I've been underwater before. This time it seemed like we was just playing and shit. Like we was just. It's like I feel like I was just trying to show them how to do something. Like I was just trying to teach them and stuff. And I felt like I took them out their body, but I don't remember taking them out their body. Like I just remember them coming and popping up around me. So like I don't know if I actually was around somebody else that was outside of their body, but it damn sure seemed like it. Damn sure seemed like it. And it was pretty fun. Now you get any comments and you think it was you, tell me what you thought, what you dreamed of. Which one of you motherfuckers was in my goddamn out of body? Had me in there like Professor X teaching everything. This is how you do this. This is how you do it the whole time. I probably didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm just making shit up. Do this. You know, like kids be at the playground. You see, they used to, when you was kids, and they be swinging on the swing. Look what I can do. Wee! And do a backflip. Then they like, just do it. That was me in the out of body. Do that shit. All you gotta do is do this. Do it. Everybody trying to learn. Everybody trying to learn all these deep secrets and shit, and I'm over here teaching people how to slide on the ground with sticks. I'm over here trying to show people how to swim in the ocean and talk to each other. Everybody learning deep ass secrets and shit of the universe. Come over here so you can learn how to slide on sticks. God damn it! I'm out this piece, man.